Train chase. Genre, action, writing style, dialogue driven. Arthur Morgan, a seasoned outlaw, found himself in a tight spot. He had just completed a daring train robbery, but the law was hot on his heels.
Title: The
As he
Train
rode
Chase.
through the countryside,
Genre,
he noticed a
action,
figure in the distance,
writing
staring
style,
him down.
dialogue driven.
Arthur slowed his horse and approached
Arthur
cautiously.
Morgan, a
The man
seasoned
was dressed in a
outlaw,
green
found himself in a
tracksuit, his
tight
face
spot.
obscured by
He
the
had just completed a
There was
daring
big
train
smoke,
robbery,
and
but
the
the law
train
was hot
clustered
on
from Los
his
Santos.
heels. As he
Big
rode
smoke,
through the
panting,
countryside, he
Arthur.
noticed a
Thank
figure
God
in
I
the
found
distance,
you.
waving him
I need
down.
your help, man.
Arthur slowed his horse and approached
Suspicious.
cautiously.
What do you
The
want?
man was
Smoke.
dressed in a green
I ain't got
tracksuit,
time for
his
your
face
games.
obscured by a
Big
bandana.
smoke. He
It was Big
look,
Smoke,
I
a
messed up big
notorious
time.
gangster from Los
I got
Santos.
myself into a
Big
fight with some
Smoke,
gang
Arthur,
members, and they're chasing me out of
Thank God
damn
I
train.
found you. I
I
need your
to cover
help,
my
man.
back, partner.
Arthur,
Arthur,
suspicious.
besides,
What do you
you
want?
always find a way to get
I
yourself
ain't
into
got time
trouble,
for your
don't you?
games. Big
Fine,
Smoke,
I'll help
pleading
you,
here.
but you
I
owe me,
messed up big
Smoke.
time.
Big Smoke.
I got myself into a fight with some gang members, and they're chasing
Just
me on a
follow
damn
me,
train.
and we'll take care of
I
those
need you
fools
to cover my
together.
back, partner.
Arthur and Big Smoke rode
Besides,
towards the
you
approaching
always
train.
find a way to get
Smoke
yourself
led the
into
way,
trouble,
his
don't
tracksuit
you?
flapping in the wind.
Hi,
As
I
they held
help
the
you.
tracks,
If
Arthur
you're
could
me,
hear the rumble of
Smoke.
the
Big
locomotive
Smoke,
growing louder.
really, you won't
Arthur,
regret this,
drawing
partner.
his revolver,
Just follow me,
Smoke,
and
what's
we'll
the
take
plan
care of
here?
those fools
How do you
together.
expect us to take on a
Arthur and
whole
Big
damn
Smoke
train?
rode towards the
Big
approaching
Smoke,
train.
come
Smoke
for me.
led the way,
Don't worry,
his
Arthur.
tracksuit flapping
I've
in the
got a
wind.
plan.
As
We
they
just
neared
need
the
to get
tracks,
on board
Arthur
and
could
take
hear
out
the
the
rumble of the
gangbangers one by
locomotive
one.
growing louder.
The train
Arthur,
thundered past them,
you're in
and
this
Smoke looked
revolt
up at the
Smoke.
moving
What's
carriage
the plan here?
effortlessly.
How do
Arthur
you
followed
expect us
suit,
to take on
his
a
heart
whole damn
pounding in
train?
his chest.
Big
They
Smoke,
found themselves in a
positively,
chaotic
don't
scene,
worry,
with gang
Arthur.
members shooting
I've
at
got
them
a
from all
plan. We
directions.
just need to get on board
Arthur,
and take out the
shouting
gang
with
members
the
one by
gunfire,
one.
Smoke, you
The
better
train
know what
thundered
you're
past
doing.
them, and Smoke
Big
leaped
Smoke,
onto the moving
return
carriage
fire.
effortlessly.
Trust me,
Arthur
Arthur.
followed
You
suit,
can do
his
this.
heart pounding in his chest. They found themselves in a chaotic scene, with gang members shooting at them from all directions. Arthur, shouting over the gunfire, Smoke, you better know what you're doing. Big Smoke, returning fire, trust me, Arthur. We can do this. The two outlaws fought their way through the train, bullets whizzing past their heads. Smoke's aim was surprisingly accurate, and Arthur couldn't help but be impressed. They made their way towards the front of the train, where the gang's leader awaited. Arthur, grinning, Smoke, you might just be more useful than I thought. Big Smoke, laughing, I've been practicing, Arthur. Now let's finish this. As they confronted the gang's leader, a fierce gunfight ensued. Arthur and Smoke fought side by side, their bullets finding their marks. The leader put up a good fight, but he was no match for the duo's combined firepower. Finally, the gang's leader fell to the ground, defeated. Smoke and Arthur stood victorious, panting heavily. Arthur, catching his breath, well, Smoke, I must admit, you surprised me. You held your own back there. Big Smoke, grinning, thanks, Arthur. I couldn't have done it without you. We make a damn good team. Arthur, smirking, don't get too comfortable, Smoke. This doesn't mean we're partners now, but I suppose I owe you one. Big Smoke, nodding, fair enough, Arthur. Just remember, if you ever need help, you know where to find me. As they made their way back through the train, Smoke and Arthur shared a nod of mutual respect. They had survived the chaos together, and perhaps, in the future, their paths would cross again. Note, this story is a fictional crossover between the video games, Red Dead Redemption 2, and Grand Theft Auto, San Andreas. The characters and events are not part of the official game canon.
Title, The Train Chase. Genre, action, writing style, dialogue driven. Arthur Morgan, a seasoned outlaw, found himself in a new town called Los Santos. He had heard rumors of a man named CJ, who was known for his skills in handling trains. Arthur needed CJ's expertise to pull off a daring heist. As he walked through the bustling streets, Arthur spotted a man leaning against a wall, smoking a cigarette. Arthur, excuse me, partner. Are you CJ? CJ, yeah, that's me. What can I do for you? Arthur, I've heard you're the best when it comes to trains. I need your help with a job. CJ, well, I ain't cheap, but if the money's right, I might consider it. What's the job? Arthur, we need to hijack a train carrying a valuable cargo. It won't be easy, but with your skills, I reckon we can pull it off. CJ, hijacking a train, huh? Sounds like my kind of challenge. What's in it for me? Arthur, a fair share of the loot, of course. We'll split it evenly, but first, we need to plan this heist. CJ, alright, partner. Let's hear the details. Arthur explained the plan to CJ, outlining the train's route and the security measures they would encounter. CJ listened intently, nodding occasionally. CJ, alright, I'm in. But I have one condition. Arthur, what's that? CJ, I want to settle a score with a man named Big Smoke. He betrayed me in the past, and I've been itching for payback. Arthur, Big Smoke, huh? I've got my own reasons to take him down. Consider it done. The two men shook hands, sealing their agreement. They spent the next few days preparing for the heist, gathering weapons and studying the train schedule. Finally, the day of the heist arrived. Arthur, remember, CJ, we need to stay focused. Big Smoke won't make this easy for us. CJ, don't worry, partner. I've dealt with his tricks before. We'll be ready. As the train approached, Arthur and CJ positioned themselves strategically. They waited for the perfect moment to strike. Suddenly, Big Smoke appeared, flanked by his henchmen. Big Smoke, well. Look who decided to show up. CJ, you thought you could escape me? CJ, you betrayed me, Smoke. Now it's time to pay the price. Without wasting another second, the battle began. Arthur and CJ fought side by side, taking down Big Smoke's henchmen one by one. The sound of gunfire echoed through the air as the train continued to barrel down the tracks. Arthur, CJ, we need to get to the engine room. That's where the cargo is. CJ, I'm right behind you, partner. They fought their way through the train, dodging bullets and exchanging fire with Big Smoke's men. Finally, they reached the engine room, where the cargo awaited. Arthur, CJ, get ready to uncouple the cars. We need to make a quick getaway. CJ, you got it, Arthur. With a swift motion, CJ uncoupled the cars, separating the cargo from the rest of the train. Arthur and CJ jumped onto their horses, leaving Big Smoke and his men behind. Arthur, we did it, CJ. We got the cargo, CJ, and we settled the score with Big Smoke. It's a good day, partner. As they rode off into the sunset, Arthur and CJ knew that their paths might cross again. But for now, they had achieved their goal and left a trail of chaos in their wake. Note, this story is a fictional crossover between the video games Red Dead Redemption 2 and Grand Theft Auto San Andreas.